Guys, welcome back. So if you didn't watch my video yesterday, I started a new diet today. It's just a 2-week shred. I have engagement photos coming up and I have to get in the best shape I can for those photos. But I want to go over today a couple of my weaknesses I always struggle with throughout dieting or just in day-to-day eating healthy or trying to be as healthy as possible. First off, you'll see me in a sweatshirt. I'm going to be wearing a sweatshirt throughout the next 2 weeks. Not going to see any guns, not going to see anything like that, just because I want to sweat as much as possible. I mean, I think that's kind of common sense, but you'll see me more or less in sweatshirts the whole time. With the workouts also, I'm going to throw some cardio in. And I'm going to try and list out as much as possible about what I'm doing, what's changed versus, let's say, last week versus this week. And we'll kind of go from there and see exactly what's going to be different as far as this shred diet and the shred working out, this system versus the normal system. And we'll go from there. So the first thing that I want to cover as far as my struggles or my weaknesses going into the diet or in a day-to-day life of eating healthy and being healthy. Number one, for me personally, pop. I've been keeping myself so busy, I am terrible with pop. I'm not big on Pepsi or Coke or just drinking those day in and day out like Mountain Dew, anything like that. It's more energy drinks. I drink a lot of energy drinks, and I still do. Even on this diet, I'm going to. The Monster Ultra, it's zero. It's got 0 sugars and stuff like that in it. Now, I know it has sugar replacements. As far as the sugar replacements go, I'm not knowledgeable in that aspect. I wouldn't be able to tell you if it's healthy to drink or not. I just know that I have that struggle in the day-to-day. So I really enjoy energy drinks. So I'm still going to consume an energy drink a day, probably. Maybe not per day. But energy drinks are a big thing for me, or pop in general. I'm cutting out pop completely outside of, if I have an energy drink, I'll have one of those per day. There's always an alternative. If you're big on Mountain Dew, go with Diet Mountain Dew. Now, I know it's not 100% healthy, but it's a step in the right direction. My highest recommendation would be to stay away from pop, period. That's the best way to go about it. Drink as much water as possible. If you didn't see, I posted on Instagram today. The number one tip I have for you guys, I'm going to try and do 14 throughout this whole 14-day process. Number one tip, drink more water. There's way too many benefits not to be drinking water. Drink as much water as you can throughout the day. I'm not going to recommend an exact amount. I know I have a 32-ounce mixer cup, and with this, I'll drink probably 4 or 5 of those a day. Not going to quit that into gallons or anything because I'm not going to do the math off the top of my head. But I drink quite a bit of water. I'm going to be drinking a lot of water throughout this diet. It helps with digestion. It just helps with the energy levels, everything. Water is awesome for you. So stay away from pop. My number one struggle, pop. Number two, as far as struggles go or weaknesses go, candy bars. I'm a fanatic with candy bars. I love Payday candy bars, Snicker bars, Reese's. I'm a big candy guy. Every now and then I'll stop at Walmart and get a Payday bar. If I'm at the gas station, I haven't eaten or anything, I'll just get a couple Payday bars. Big on Payday bars. My fiance knows this more than anybody. But candy, during this diet, I'm going to completely cut it out. I would highly recommend that for anybody who has a weakness in candy, just because there's such a high sugar amount in there. They're just really high in sugar. It's not good for you. Everybody knows candy isn't good for you. That's the number two thing that I'm going to focus on throughout this diet. Number three is going to be cardio. I hardly ever do cardio just because I don't like it. I think it's boring. I like lifting weights. I like being in the free weight section of the gym. But cardio, I'm going to focus on that the next 2 weeks. That is definitely a weakness of mine. I rarely do cardio. But with my cardio, I'm either gonna do the Stairmaster, a bike, treadmill. There's different fun ways to get cardio in. I just don't implement them enough. But throughout this shred, I'm going to. Number 4 is gonna be my rep range. My rep range is definitely a weakness. I'm an ego lifter sometimes. I like to go heavy. It's just something I've always done. And plus I've been working on my strength lately, so I want to go heavy as much as possible. I want to try and train till failure. So during this 2-week shred, I'm going to be going till failure in a different way. I'm going to be upping the rep range, and I'm going to be lowering my weight. I'm going to be sweating a lot. I just want to burn as many calories as possible. That's going to be number 4, definitely my rep range. Last but definitely not least, number 5 is going to be bring my lunch. I need to just buck up and start cooking. Luckily, my fiance cooks a lot for me too, so I'm going to be bringing my lunch. And this is going to be definitely one of the number 14 or the 14 tips throughout this shred. Bring your lunch, whether it's just something as simple as a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which is not great, but it's better than McDonald's. Start bringing your lunch every day. It's going to save you money in the long run because you're not going to be going out to eat every day. You're not going to be spending $10 on a meal. Now, you may spend a little bit of money at the grocery store, and it's all at once. Just think about this, though. So I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, it costs too much to diet. I don't have enough money to go to the grocery store, buy this much food to pack for a week or 2 weeks. If you're going out to eat consistently, you're spending that money anyway. It's just in smaller portions. Spend the money at the grocery store rather than spending it at McDonald's, Sonic, Burger King, wherever you eat, Arby's, I don't care. Spend the money at the grocery store. Actually prepare your food and prep it for the week to come. I can't stress this enough. Bringing your lunch is definitely going to impact your diet. You have to start bringing your lunch. Alright guys, that is all I've got for today. Thank you very much for sticking around to the end. I really appreciate you. If you're not, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you have, thank you very much. You can like the video, share the video through Facebook, Instagram, text message. You know the drill. I don't care. Just get the word out there. Again, I appreciate you guys. I will see you next workout.